It is the 23rd day of July 2025, and a very good morning to you wherever you are joining us this morning on Family Matters Financial Clinic. Today we'll be discussing about the thrift business, the inside bit of the thrift business, and it's going to be a chance for you, if you have any questions, to just probably you want to engage with the experts here. I have a businessman and also I have a financial coach who will be taking us through this particular topic. So if you have any question, if you're a business person who is in the thrift world, then this is the right opportunity to just be here and engage with us on 20316, our SMS line, or 0786316316. That is our WhatsApp line. So send in your questions or your concerns, or if you have anything that you may want to know about the thrift business, then this is where you will get it. And also, just to, as before we start, we'll be also expecting the business person to be joining us a little bit later in the show, but he will be here to also respond to those questions. But meanwhile, I'll start with the financial coach, Hannah, who is here, and she'll start us off by just explaining to us what really is thrift business and how does it work.
Awesome. Thank you, Sally, for having me. Hello, my viewers. My name is Hannah, the financial coach, across all social media. I help families, individuals, corporate know how to pay themselves. And I'm very excited about today's topic in business, and especially mitumba business, because that was what I grew up with. That's what schooled me, clothed me, fed me, until the person that I am today. Because that's the business my parents were working.
Wow. Okay. Wow. Please just, as we also wait for our guests to get in, take us through that, how the thrift business your parents were doing. Were you part of it? Did you learn anything from it?
Okay, this is the early 90s. My parents had that's a business they were doing. It started with my mom. We used to have a boutique in Isili before Garissa Lodge happened. So she would go to the market, buy things, and then put them in a shop. It wasn't a stone, it was a structure. It was a mabati structure in 7th Street, for those who know Isili. And from as early as when I was 7 years old, class 1, she used to leave me to do the sales or guide me through the sales. And I remember people used to respect and always amazed that I knew the price for every product, and I would sell comfortably. And I knew how to sell. So it really helped me, because from class 1, 2, 3, and 4. Then when I was in class 5, unfortunately my father he used to be in the matatu business. He got into a motor accident, and then he was in ICU, HDU for a long while. Then at the same time, my mother got a botched CS. Earlier CSs used to be going down vertically. So she got a botched CS, and she had to be readmitted again to redo the CS. And at the time, we were living 9 children. 5 of my mothers had 4 adopted children. And there was nobody at home who was a grown-up. Relatives will come and go, but they reached a time where relatives were not coming, and I was the firstborn at the time. So you can only hear so much your siblings crying for hunger. So I ran away from home, and I went to Sunday school on that particular Sunday. And I remember the Sunday school teacher telling us about Moses and what do you have in your hand. And Moses had the pole, and when he had the pole, God used him to save the children of Israel. So when I went back home, I asked the Lord, what is this in this house that God has given me in my hand? And the Holy Spirit, as young as I was, my parents had taught me about prayer and living in God, and the Holy Spirit used to talk to me from a very young age. So I looked around the house, and I saw we had piles and piles of clothes. And
this is now the stock that your mom was selling before.
So I was so delighted. Then I asked the Lord where to sell, and the Lord showed me in Isili there's a place where there's a KDF place. It's called California, and there are not very many people, because you see, when you're selling this mitumba, everybody has their space. So where my mother used to sell, we could no longer go there because we couldn't handle rent. So the place got closed. The clothes were brought home. So after I would leave school, I would change my clothes, take a cup of water, carry the clothes that I'll be able to carry and go sell. One thing I knew, it never occurred in my mind to beg. I just knew we could make it. And I went and I would present my wares and I would sell.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow, interesting. You know, as we are having this conversation, and I'm just wondering, this was a very young girl at that point, at the age of 7, or in class 1, but the mother saw potential. You know, the mother saw that it is possible for this child to learn something, 1 or 2 things about my business. So let's not get to or have this idea that we cannot teach our children, as young as they may be. It is possible to just give them financial literacy even at a very, very tender age. So then actually I'm seeing our guest has arrived, and I think I'll just as we get deep into this, because he's going to take us through his journey as a business person in the thrift business. So as he comes in, I'll just give him an opportunity to introduce himself, you know, to us. And yeah, karibu sana.
Yeah, good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
My name's Peter Yunda, and I do thrift business. I've been doing it for quite some time. For I can say right now it's like 20 years.
Wow.
Yeah, 20 years. And it has been a journey that involves so many sacrifices.
Yes.
It has been a journey that involves consistency, understanding the needs of the clients, and also making sure like you get it right when it comes to what's trending.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So many have tried, but it's also something that needs passion, because the hustle of getting what is supposed to be sold and what the client wants is not something also that easy.
It's not easy, but probably where we can also start from or just get to understand, Peter, is how was your first capital like? For someone probably who's watching and they're wondering, how then do I get into such a business? How was it like?
For me, my first capital, if I tell you about my first capital, you can even laugh, because I remember very well when I started this thrift business. I didn't start with clothes, actually.
Okay.
I started with shoes. And my first capital was 200 shillings. It's a
200 shillings.
Actually, I went to the market. I went to Gikomba with 200 shillings.
Okay.
And then I had some friends who are doing this business, so they told me, like, instead of you staying at home, why don't you just come and try?
Okay.
You can even start with an amount of money. And I asked them, how much can I start with?
Yeah.
At that point, I started so many things, but they were failing. So they asked me, just get like 200 shillings, and I really got 200 shillings. So I went to Gikomba, and I took, I remember very well, I took 10 pairs of 20 shillings each.
Wow.
20 each. And so at that time I went to the streets, hawking in town, along Tomboya.
Yeah.
We used to go there evening. So you go display your merchandise, and then you start shouting the price that you're selling at. So I went there, 200. All of a sudden, that was my first attempt.
All right.
And then I sold like 8 pairs. Then I said, oh.
The first time.
The first time.
Wow.
And then I said that this is now the business. This is the deal now.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Now, you know, Hannah, from what he's saying, the 200 shillings, 10 pairs, is that sustainable? You know, when you're starting a business, is that a sustainable way to enter business? Does it matter how you enter into business?
It's a passion.
Yeah.
It's a passion and a desire to improve yourself. For me, I say money is a mindset. As long as you have the passion and the will, and opportunities are there for everyone, or you create your own opportunity like he did, it's very sustainable, because you have found people who have been able to raise so much capital and they start things and they don't work. It's not in the money, it's in the passion, it's the will to work, because God has said that he ask and the door shall be opened for you. So what do you have in your hand?
Yes.
And with the talent and the knowledge you have, and even the passion, it can be used to gain for gainful income, as long as you're willing.
Okay.
Yes.
You know, Peter, you've talked about the shoes. Who are the shoes? I know you do. You said clothes, right? So how then did you scale up? Did you scale from now the shoes, the 200 now, then growing into or getting into the clothes thrift business?
So The way I scaled up is that, you know, at that time, as I was in town, so, you know, hawking in town, you know, you're there for just a period of time.
Right.
If you're someone maybe who has
GPS signal lost.
who has plans in what you are doing, or what you want to achieve in life,
Right.
you have to have. What I did is that after meeting some friends who are now doing dresses, they told me like it's also with little capital you can still start, you know, clothes.
Yeah.
And I had an idea. Some of the clients that I used to sell shoes, they could ask me, where can I get dresses? Where can I get something that I can match with this shoe? And then so after some time, I thought about it, and I said, like, why should I not start even with about even 3 or 5 dresses?
Okay.
And at that time now I'm not in town. I've now moved to Ngong Road.
All right.
At Adams, because after town I went to Ngara, then Langata, and then I came to Toy Market Adams.
Yes.
So from there now, that's when I got some, anything that I went to the market, and the first time we went to the market and bought some dresses, they end up matching up with the shoe. So a client will come, oh, can I get this shoe?
Yeah.
And then, oh, it pairs up with the dress.
With the dress.
And then I was like, I think now this is the best match that I can do. So over the time now, I stopped now getting shoes from Gikomba. I started now importing from China. So we've been doing that till 2020, there's Corona, and we didn't go back to, I didn't go back to China to import up to now. But now I remained fully in dresses. But even right now, even I'm thrifting shoes also.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, you're thrifting shoes as well.
Yeah.
Because I'm just you're a director of that particular brand.
Yeah.
What is the name of your brand, and why that particular name?
My business name, my brand is Famous P Wardrobe. So Famous P Wardrobe comes because of I had some. You know, along the journey, you meet even some clients who will even call you names. Yeah. So Famous is one client used to call me Famous, and P, there is another one who used to call me P. So anytime they'll come, she'll call you Famous. So she kept on calling me Famous for quite some time.
Wow.
And P also another one. So they kept on calling me P. Hey, P, I've come. P, I need. So, and so many clients, I saw them associating themselves with P Niaje, P, how can I get this? Or when they send you a text, P. So after some time, I considered that to be my business name. So it's a Famous P.
All right. And also, P, your name.
Yeah, P, my name.
Hannah, you know, with that kind of branding, then how important is it to have a brand name, you know, because we know, like, even when you go to the toy market, Gikomba and all that, you'll just find someone there in a business seated. Is it important to brand a business?
Very important, because it shows ownership, identity, and then it also shows goodwill, because people will associate your brand with goodwill, and also it also be part of your legacy. That P can be able to live on behalf of his children or his spouse, and even you can also sell it, just the brand, because people associate that brand with something good. That even as he expands, somebody can buy it from him. It's a very great business opportunity. So it's very important to brand yourself. And it also gives you ownership and affirmation. Yes.
Yeah, because I'm also, Peter, in your business now, as you go source for the clothes and come, how do you then market your dresses, your merchandise? How do you do that?
So for me, one thing, when I started, I told you something called consistency.
Okay.
One thing with me over the time, I've built my name, and I've been around for quite some time. And I get clients through referrals. Let me be honest with you. I think we were one of those people we've not impressed even the online right now.
Really?
Yeah, because of the consistency and the time that we've been in business. So online, yes, it's there. It's a good way, because that's the direction that everything is moving. But now we have this kind of businesses that have been built over time. They'll still continue being there because as much as I know maybe online is online has taken its share, where we accept.
Yeah.
But still, due to consistency, due to people trusting what we've been selling to them for over the years.
Yeah.
So you'll find a client like maybe you've been buying from me for quite some time. You'll send some, you'll keep those referrals.
Yeah, yeah.
And the reason why we've kept our sales is what we first of all, we run with the fashion. We go by what is trending at that time, and also the quality of our stuff. So we don't just go and pick any.
Okay.
So right now, in fact, the thrifting business is shifting because the belts that are being brought right now, they're off season.
Yeah.
So you'll find a well new cloth. See, what I mean by off season is that let's say Zara.
Okay.
They are going
brand,
into another new season. Let's say they were in winter or they were in summer.
Yeah.
So they offload most of their whatever they have in their shelves. So they have to the current season now, if it's winter, they have to stock in winter merchandises.
Okay.
So those that are on the shelves, most of them, that when another season comes, you find that either they've been sold to dealers there, they come in Africa as when packed in
the
bags.
bills.
So you'll find a new dress of Zara, a new dress of Chanel. Most of the time, right now, in fact, we don't have those very, very used. We don't have. Actually, it's very rare.
Okay.
People right now are just selling off-season.
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 And okay, you've talked about, the referrals, but Hannah, I want you to speak to the importance of digital marketing. How important is that, and what impact, if at all? Okay, whatever he's doing, he feels he's still doing well with the referrals, and a bit of digital, Peter.
A bit of digital.
Okay, so what impact can he get? If he then fully embraces digital platforms.
Right now, people have enjoyed the convenience of having things delivered from home, including their supermarket shopping, including everything.
Yeah.
Now, the convenience will be that it will open a new market for him, where people are able to choose whatever they want from his online shop, be it on any social media.
Yeah.
And then he'll also provide employment where people now will be delivering to people's homes. And I've had that a lot happen for me, especially from Toy. You tell, I need this particular thing, bring me, and then they deliver to my house. I choose, then they return whatever is left.
Yeah.
It will open for you convenience and also provide for you new market, new clients.
You're right.
And then again, it will also help you scale up, because in everything you don't want to be where you were last year.
Yeah.
The Lord is taking us from one glory to another, and this opportunity will not be there forever.
Okay.
You have to maximize the time God has given you now. And you see, digital, you can be able to meet anyone all over Kenya. You're not only subjected to the physical location for me to come to Nairobi. You can reach clients across the globe and across the region. For example, I'll give an example of this girl called Raquel Wigs. I don't know if you've heard of her. She's barely 2 years, and she's already sending wigs all over the region: Congo, Tanzania, Uganda, while still here in Nairobi. You're losing out on a very big market, and because what you have is style. Not very many of us have style, me included, and we need you to empower us to be able to look good, to be able to fulfill the purpose that God has given us. So I know one of the challenges he may have is the conceptualization, the timing to be able to do that. But I'm so grateful for the Gen Z community. Reach out for young people, help them know that this is their job. When they bring those items, you have the dolls, dress them up, be creative, and they push that for you. And then you can be able to agree on a commission basis that if this cloth goes, I give you this amount of commission. That not necessarily affecting your wages. And you'll see that grow. Just give the opportunity.
And I love what you've just said about you've mentioned the people that probably he works with. And Peter, maybe you may want to know, do you have employees? Do you have people who help you, support you? And probably even at this point then, my director probably will be running those the videos on your shop or for your store.
So I do have employees. I think I have a team of 4 good people that I'm working with. And what I want to say is that a bit of what the reason why we have mostly, let's say, in thrifting, the reason why you have a challenge in online is that especially when you have a shop it has a lot of traffic people. The moment you post a dress online, or let's say whatever you're selling online, and the walk-in comes in, you know, the walk-in picks it, and when they buy, you find that, like now, let's say someone has already ordered, and it's not there. That this person, if you keep anytime you post, then you tell her it's already sold. Anytime this person gets now annoyed with even
pissed out,
pissed off. So there's one thing that I want to say. You've talked about employing guys for online. I've tried that thing. I've tried that thing, but the challenge now comes. That's a challenge most that we do face, because you know when you are doing new things, let's say the wigs, you know, wigs, they can be just many, but now when you're thrifting, you have only this cloth. So it sometimes becomes difficult, unless maybe when it has just overstayed in the shop, then someone sees online and then an IT shop. So that's the only challenge that we do have. So we are looking forward to employing another new staff for online. I'm working on it, and I know it's the direction that we are going to impress. As time goes by, we are all moving there, and we are going to impress it. Not that we are denying it, but it's only that now it's a transition.
You need to plan better. Okay, and do you work with young people, by the way?
Yeah, I do work with young people.
You work with young people. You've said something, and I think I've been a victim of that. Like you've said, you don't do the online business because you'll post. She's a walk-in. I've seen. And you've sold it. And I think that's not right, because if I've seen it online, ask me for a deposit. Keep it for me.
Now that's the challenge.
Is that can you call that greed or unprofessionalism? What is that?
What happened is this. You know, an online customer is a very sensitive customer. So at the moment he or she sees something on the page, definitely he or she will ask you questions about the cloth, how is it, the quality, and then most of them they'll tell you, I'll come and see.
Okay.
I'll come and see, then pay. Right now, I have a client who's just walked in. Maybe she's looking for a white dress. And I've posted a white dress. Someone online has also told me that I'm coming to buy it. Can you keep it for me? You've told her, maybe can you just send some deposit? They don't want to send deposit. So they'll tell you now, so this person didn't shop for 3 days. Did you keep my dress? Customer, we are not waiting for you for 3 days. There's someone who just walked in and picked the dress. So what can we do? So that's the challenge that you are facing, especially these people who've been doing thrifting without online. That's the challenge that you are facing. And if you ask anybody, they'll tell you that even though we've added this new generation, the Gen Z, those who are starting business right now, for them it's easy for them because they're starting it online and they're pushing their products online. I think the way they're doing it is way different from us, the millennials. For them it's working, and even others. We have so many brands that have been placed online and they are doing better, especially now. It's like the Zara's, the Chanel's. For them, if they have this dress, they have it in bulk, many. So they can send it to any point of the world because they have it in numbers. For me, I have just a piece of Zara, maybe 1 dress or 2 dresses.
And as we go on into the conversation or back into the conversation, we'll first get onto our socials. And yes, there's some feedback here. Someone is saying, good morning, family. My son is 25 years old. He plays and loves basketball. He sells ex-UK sports shoes mostly online. And so he has gotten a small contract to supply sports shoes. He's using someone else's company. He has not registered a company yet. How can he be assisted to get or buy quality shoes in bulk to meet the deadlines? Can he get a mentor in this field? Peter, I think that's your question.
Okay. He says that he plays, he loves basketball.
Right.
And he's also in the business of supplying the basketball wears, only shoes or wears?
Shoes, yes, sports shoes, yes, yeah.
Yeah, that one can be done. What I can promise the ladies that maybe she can get in touch with you, then you'll
Right. Yeah, we'll definitely then share your contact. I think that what she or he wanted to know is the parent wants to know if he can get a mentor, and you've said you can, so we'll share your number.
Yeah, we'll share my
all
number,
right.
then,
So yeah, if you're watching or listening, there you have it. You have a mentor for your son. You'll have someone to hold his hand and just help him get the stock. Then there's also another engagement here. Someone is saying, good morning, family. What financial mistakes have you made, and would you advise me, who is starting, not to make? And also, do you work alone or have employees with you, working with you? If yes, how do you manage them? Like paying them, is it commission based or salary? So, and then the other one is about what's the most efficient way to reinvest profits in small retail or thrift business, Hannah. So Hannah, I think you'll take that first. Then we go back to Peter to tell us about his employees, how he manages them.
Okay. One of the main financial mistakes I've seen people doing in this business is taking more than you can chew.
Okay.
Meaning you take a big loan to start this business that you haven't fully understood, especially when you're starting. I like the way Peter started with what he had, and from what he had, the Lord expanded him.
Yeah.
So please, when you're starting this business, I always say, don't take a big loan if you have to take a loan.
Okay.
Take the capacity that you're able to maintain and you're able to pay back. Especially, I've seen people taking through chamas, very big loans. I've seen people taking through microfinances. But I always say loans are good for expansion, not for starting. So that you can understand the business that you're doing and to be able to see how if it's working for you.
Okay.
It may not be your niche, or it may not be your forte.
Okay.
But you see, that loan has to be paid.
Right.
Another thing is that people don't pay themselves. You find that you take your business as a bank or an ATM, thinking that every profit that you make is for yours. But it's not. You have to be able to differentiate capital for the business and money for you as the employee to that business before you get other employees.
Okay.
So you have to differentiate the two. You have to get your wages different from the capital for you to be able to sustain the business. Another thing is people don't do bookkeeping. You're not able to know if you're making a profit.
Yes.
So when you buy your item, I've seen people, especially in these new ex-UK businesses, where they put stickers.
Yes.
And they put with different colors to understand this range, this amount. So when they are selling to a client and they're able to negotiate, they know the profit for this should be 100, 200, 1,000 to be able to differentiate, instead of just doing a standard figure for everything, so that you can be able to see your margins. So please do bookkeeping. Take money that you can be able to pay back, pay yourself differently from the business, without you be able to move.
Okay.
And then another mistake is people don't get mentorship as part of the financial mistake. Why? Because when you get a mentor, they'll tell you this works now, this does not work, so you'll not be able to burn your fingers.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
On
Go ahead.
on the reinvesting money in the small retail from what you're getting, give yourself a target, like per day, especially in the gig economy. Give yourself a target that I need this amount of money per day. It will also fuel you. And then from that target, you'll come to us as financial coaches, and we'll be able to help you invest in money market that is always above the inflation rate. Currently it's at 9, going up, or a fixed income, which is only for infrastructure bond, from as little as 500 shillings.
Okay.
And then you can be able to top up that saving from 10 shillings. So there are many possibilities for you.
All right.
Even something like saving 100 shillings per day for an investment product, for an investment goal, you only need a financial strategy, and I can help you through the financial coach platform.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know, you've talked about something before we go back to the socials, Peter, and I may want to ask you this question at this point. Do you do bookkeeping, and also do you pay yourself first?
Yeah, I do pay myself, and I also do bookkeeping. So how I pay myself, maybe one will ask, how do I pay myself? Yeah. So you'll find most of us guys who are doing business, we have chamas.
Okay.
So like me, I'm in a chama. We have 5 guys. So we do contribute. I can't disclose the amount we do contribute weekly. It's a weekly chama.
Okay.
So the moment I I get my the day
share.
that my share, now I count it as my salary.
Okay.
Plus also, there's this, let's say, on daily basis, you have your own home expenses also.
Yeah.
So for me, I always put that chama and because from my work, I do deduct something for my home expense. So when I top it up, I count it as my salary.
Okay.
And another thing also, we are also paying some insurance plans for savings and that's or something.
Do you do bookkeeping?
Yeah, I do bookkeeping.
Fantastic. And you're sure that your books are right,
Yeah, sometimes, when doing thrifting, sometimes it's very difficult. But then thrifting bookkeeping is difficult, but you have to do it.
Okay.
Because it's not like new, when there are new things, you don't have like 50 things.
Yeah.
Now these ones, you have things in varieties, in different styles, and it's only single side. They don't look alike. So you like these ones, but the moment you just count, have 50 pieces of dresses.
Okay.
So today I've sold 20. Yes, now I minus that. So when I restock, I'll be restocking 50 or 100. Then that's how you just operate. But also, it's not that easy.
When you talk about that, as a client, also a thrift client, I know that sometimes I get into a shop and I'm confused. Like, how do you people even know? You ask someone, do you have a blue dress? Yes, I have. Anyway, let's get to this question. Someone was asking the financial mistakes you've made, Peter, as an entrepreneur in this business.
The financial mistake that I've made. One thing I can say is that in the thrift business, I don't think maybe if there's any mistakes, because if there's a loan that I ever took, I tried to pay it back.
Okay.
And maybe financial mistakes, I don't think if I have any.
It has to be there, because sometimes you can even buy probably stock and it's dead stock.
No.
Yeah, you probably made a wrong pick.
No, I'll correct you on that. You see, that's why I told you when for a starter, it's easy to make that financial mistake.
Okay.
For a starter.
Did you make them in this beginning?
In the beginning,
Yeah.
Because my journey of business has been a journey that the only thing that maybe I can say that either brought me down was Corona.
Okay.
But it has been a journey of where I go, buy what I'm supposed to sell, I bring to the shop, I sell.
Yeah.
Now the only challenge that comes in is that maybe you go get let's say if maybe you go to restock shoes, and at that time maybe people just want flat. The people are shifting to maybe flat shoes.
Yeah.
They want comfortability. So maybe you find yourself you have like a pile of heels that maybe they are not moving.
Okay.
And people are busy buying flat shoes. But if you have customers, business is all about, I've put 50,000. I'm giving myself a month or 2 weeks. How much money am I going to make out of that 50,000? So my stock is 50,000. Maybe have like, let's say 200 pieces.
Yeah.
Maybe I have them at 50,000. So this 50,000, if I'm able, even within the first 1 week or the second week, if I'm able to get the 50,000 and then another 20,000 or 30,000 on top, or even 10,000, I've made something.
Okay.
So whatever remains, it doesn't mean that it's dead stock.
Oh.
That's what people get wrong.
Okay.
Because for a business, an establishment, let's say for a shop, you must have stock, like on daily basis. Whatever remains doesn't mean that it's dead stock after I've restocked in a week or in a month.
Okay.
Because there's a client who will come even after. As we sell even dresses that have restocked for, that have stayed in the shop for almost even a year. Someone just come and buy it and they're happy about it.
That's what they wanted.
Yeah, that's what they wanted. So it's very hard. In thrifting, it's very hard to, just maybe if the location is bad, it's very hard for you to make, to say that I have a dead stock or make a loss.
There's something called fagia. I've heard about it, but anyway, I don't know if that's part of the dead stock. But Hannah, let's talk.
Can I explain about the fagia?
Sure.
Fagia now works to those people who are mostly let's say at Gikomba, those are opening the bells.
Okay.
So after they have sold whatever is good in the bells, they remain with some dead stocks. Actually, they're not even dead stocks because those
It's just
clothes
something that was not picked at the
at the right time.
Okay.
And then, we have people in Kenya here, like the fashion that is selling most in Nairobi is not the one that's being sold most in Kericho, Mombasa, in the rurals. So there's someone, these guys, they come from up country. They'll come, they look from each vendor in the market at Gikomba, telling them, tumekuja kufagilisha, what do you have? And these guys, when they'll take everything, they'll take it to Western, whatever part of the country, and because that thing is not based here in Nairobi, to be sold in Nairobi or any other town, modern town here.
All right.
Yeah.
From where you sit as a financial coach, what are some of those digital, probably tools that Peter here or any other person watching, they want to start this business? What digital tools would you advise them to use, just probably for, even bookkeeping, just checking their stock, tracking their customers' data? Are there?
Yes, they are. Yes, they are. There is what you call your normal Excel, just a simple Excel that in our phones you call them sheets.
Yes.
Where you're able to note per day what you have been able to sell. Just keep records of the ins and outs.
Yeah.
Before now you get into system, and then there's also an app that is free on App Store. It's called My Money. It's able to track how you like when you go to Gikomba to do your purchases, you've gone with this amount of money, and then it's able to help you track how much you have spent. Then something that I've seen a lot of young business people helped is putting their money in banks where there are no M-Pesa charges. That you're able to track your trail of money as you send out and as they come in. And there are very many. There's NCBA, there's I&M, where there are no M-Pesa charges.
Okay.
And at the end of the day, they have a statement for you to be able to see progress of your money.
Okay.
And all of those are accessible and free.
Online.
Yes, online.
Fantastic.
Yes.
Please speak to registration of a business. How important that we spoke about the importance of branding a business, but let's also speak to registration of a business, because I know most thrift people don't even think it's important.
Now, when you register a business, you claim ownership of the name. And even when opportunities come in, you'll have the opportunity to be able to apply for loans, business loans in the banks, in the microfinances, in circles, even in trainings. There's the UN Women that comes up. There are many grants that come up, especially for business owned by youth and youth. There's something the government has set aside for youth and youth, disability and young people.
Yeah.
So if you have a registered business, these opportunities will come to you.
Okay.
And then when you register a business, it also helps to take the tenure. The tenure that this business have been for this long, and they can be able to have records and audit for it.
Okay.
So it's very important to register, and it's very easy. You can do a business name search through eCitizen or go to Huduma Center, and they don't cost a lot of money. You'll not even finish 1,000 shillings.
Okay.
So register your name, own your business, and look at one of the things I'd love you to research, my audience, is research how the Chinese are doing business. They're even the Indians, they start registering a business immediately before even you start, and they believe God for expansion, because whatever you're doing is not only for you, it's for legacy.
Right.
Yes.
Right. Fantastic. That is very well said, Peter. I hope your business is registered. And on that note, someone is asking, where is your shop?
Oh, my shop is located. Let me first of all about the registration. Yes, my business is registered. Actually, it's not registered as Famous. It's Famous Peter Wardrobe.
Okay.
So I didn't want to put Peter, so I just abbreviated to P.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Famous P Wardrobe. Yeah, my shop is located on Gong Road at Suna. When you just we have at the junction, is it roundabout junction? No, that's a junction where you have Iran Hospital. Next you have Adams Minimal Arcade. That's the location, shop number 3. It's just written Famous P Wardrobe.
Okay.
You'll see it, and you come there, you find very nice things. You have officials. We have fancy dresses, bodycons, everything, gowns, anything that you need, you'll find it there and at a good price.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And you know, it's a question we had spoken about, but behind the camera. Do you prefer selling bills or the pieces, single pieces? What
No.
works best for you?
I prefer selling singles because I've had an experience with the bells.
Okay.
Let me take you back. When I started my first business, because I told you I started with doing, I started by shoes. So when I finished schools, when I finished high school, waiting to go into college, I told my dad that I didn't want to be idle.
Yes.
And my dad asked me, so what can you do? So I told him I was so much into Gikomba business because at some point I used to study in Isili, St. John's. So we used to, morning and I'm going to school, I pass through Gikomba, I see how guys hustle shoes. Yeah, they make money. Sometimes even when I'm going to school, I could stand there, buy a shoe, say to someone there, make some few profit, then I go to school. You work Gikomba around 5.
Wow.
You do some 1 or 2, you run to school, just a day school, high school there. And then I got that thing got into me. So I've already tested. So I told my dad, no. As I wait for you to plan for me for any other thing, let me start business. So he gave me we actually went with him. Went with my dad, and I thank him for that. Went with him, went to Gikomba. He held my hand. I told him, no, Dad, I had to buy a bale of shoes. So we bought a bale of shoes. At that time, they were buying at around 3,000. They were not wrong. It was 3,000. And he bought for me 2 bales. So for lady shoes and one for men. The men shoes like
Because of
something.
time, probably we can.
4,000.
Yeah.
Okay, let me just cut it short. So what ended up is that after now opening the bells, I didn't find anything that.
Oh dear.
It was so
Say iliungua.
Ilungua. From there, now I actually managed to just sell whatever that I could sell, and then the others I faglisha. They will say faglisha,
Yeah.
and then I think from the capital of 7,500, I think maybe that's why financial mistake that I can say.
Yeah.
From the capital of 7,500, I only sold 2,500, and that's how I came out from that things of
So
bills.
you came out of the bills, then you went for singles.
Singles, yeah.
Aha, okay. And I don't know if you want to say something about his experience in terms of.
You know now, because you hadn't understood that business first, that's why you were saying you don't take a loan
As
until
we
you
wrap up.
understand
Yeah.
the business. To take what you can chew, or it will choke you. Yes, financially.
Okay.
But in your business, as I say, don't stay in the house, come out of the house. There's something you can do in the gig economy.
Absolutely.
Mindset.
Absolutely.
And then when you have it, your target, can we save in the investment, in the money market, in the insurance policies, in infrastructure, whatever it takes, save.
Yeah.
Very quickly, Peter, I want as your closing remark, there was a ban on the mitumba business by the president at some point. How did that affect, or is it affecting the business currently? And your parting shot to the young people, someone who's trying to get into the business.
What I want to say is this: there was a ban, and that ban, we know, when there is a ban, what happens? The bales that are already around, their prices hike. Yeah, so. Definitely now, if you are getting a dress, let's say you are restocking price, maybe it is 800 or 700 or 500. You find like right now, if that mama who's selling bells at Gikomba, who's opening bells at Gikomba, she's buying her bells, let's say 30,000. When you go there next time, she'll tell you that she's bought her bell at 40,000, because when there's a ban, meaning there are no bells coming in. So the ones that are around, their prices now they hike. So even me, when I go, this mama will tell me, I used to sell for your dress at 500 shillings or 1,000. I cannot sell for that price.
So it affects the prices for
pricing,
sure.
yeah.
Your advice to the young people?
My advice to the young people who are getting into this business that it's a good business for them to start instead of them staying at home.
Right.
Even me, I started when I was still very young, just from school.
Yes.
And the life I'm living today is because of this business. It's a good business, and when you manage it, you manage your expectations well on it, you'll be self-disciplined. It's a business that can take you places.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so it's about now consistency na kujituma.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. All right. Do you want 20 seconds to wrap up, or you?
Yes, there's a young man that I highly admire.
20 seconds, right.
He goes out and takes people to these plugs in the Gikomba market to purchase something, not necessarily to buy.
Yeah.
So what I'm telling everyone there, come out of the bed, come out of the house, come save, come sell, come do something.
Yeah.
Because no one is waiting to sort your business. Only you can do it
Yeah.
under the financial coach.
Okay. Well, I think now we are coming to the end of this amazing show. Thank you so much, gentlemen and lady, for just creating time and being here and enlightening us on things that probably we didn't know. Those familiar things you go open, the bail mistakes someone can make. And Peter, I wish you had touched on there's something about people talk about bail China and.
Yeah.
Has China flooded the market very fast, and then I can now say goodbye.
Yeah, China. I want to be honest with you. Many people are trying to run in for the reality.
Yeah.
China has already inflated the market,
Yes.
and in fact, everywhere in the world.
Yeah.
These are superpower economy that you cannot wish away.
Okay.
Yeah. So they are already there, and we have plans for Chinese. There are plans to just like Chinese merchandises, even here, locals here.
Okay.
And so it's already there. Even though for those who want quality, they'll prefer Europe, mitumba za Europe.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm one of those on Chinku. Sometimes I feel, but they have good quality. Anyway, we have to come to the end of this. Thank you so much for your time. And also, I'm seeing someone saying, please send me the numbers of the business coach and the financial coach. You'll definitely get both their numbers in right after this show. Thank you so much for your feedback. Thank you for your time. Just ensuring that, you've been part of this conversation. I want to say asante sana for that engagement that you have had with us. And also, to our special group of people, our partners, we want to say a very big thank you. Those people who ensure that indeed we are here and we're bringing you such content, informative. I know some of you probably didn't even know where to get Thrift. There you go. Some of you didn't know a financial coach. There you have it. So I want to say, if you want to be part of a partner who is impacting lives through family media, then you can do that through sending the name partner to 0786 316 316. That is our WhatsApp line, or 20316 SMS line. Send the word partner and someone will definitely reach out to you and guide you on how to become one. And also remember, if you want to support this particular ministry, if you want to enjoy such content, such programs, even after this one, there's much more, lined up for you here on Family Media. Then you can do that by sending in your contribution, your support on paybill number 316 316. The account number shall be your telephone number. And if you also want to transact through the paybill on Coop Bank, for example, then you can do that through the account number 0113 6000 799100, and the account name is TBN Family Media. And also the paybill number 316 like I had said, is where you can send your contribution. God bless you and keep you. See you again tomorrow on Matters Relationship, where we'll be talking about the burden of unforgiveness. See you then.